In the 1980s, HIV and AIDS became the center stage of many lives, and with it fear, discrimination, and stigma followed. At that time, very little was known about AIDS and how it was transmitted, and this frightened a lot of people. They were afraid of those who were already infected, afraid of becoming infected themselves, and this fear and lack of information, among a variety of other reasons, has kept discrimination alive today. HIV and AIDS discrimination exists around the world. It is often rooted in the lack of understanding the virus itself and how it's transmitted. That absence of information is also accompanied by prejudice. Consequences of this prejudice and discrimination can lead to a lower turnout for counseling, testing, and treatments of those who are already infected. There is also a higher rate of identity crisis, isolation, loneliness, self-esteem, lack of self-care. And much of the HIV and AIDS stigma or discrimination is towards the transmission of the virus itself. One common thought is that if you touch someone with AIDS, someone touches you or something you own, you will contract the virus. And this is untrue. The most common way to transmit AIDS is through sex. And sex is already a taboo subject in so many cultures. Couple this with the prejudice of homosexuality, bisexuality, promiscuity, sex workers, and intravenous drug use, and you've only uncovered the tip of the iceberg. While the United States has a disability law that prohibits discrimination against those with HIV and AIDS, it still continues inside the US, in other countries, and in small communities. Forms of this discrimination can include not being selected for a job, being denied housing or the option to purchase a home. Some are forced to pay extra money when renting or purchasing a home. They can also be refused of restaurant and hotel services. They can be refused health services, public services such as transportation like taxis, trains, and buses, and in some cases, the loss of property rights when their spouse dies. With an estimated number over 35 million people who are infected in the world, 1.8 million are children under the age of 15 years. We cannot allow discrimination and injustice to continue. Everyone deserves the right to pursue their hopes and dreams, whether it's to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a scientist, president, or homemaker. We cannot halt their lives because of a virus.